The ATO settings can be accessed and updated by clicking on the Payroll Settings tab on the Payroll dashboard. The payroll settings can be actioned from here or here. You'll find the ATO settings under the Business Settings section. On this page, you'll see two tabs, ATO Settings and Electronic Lodgement and STP. On the ATO Settings tab, these details will be used to identify the business to the ATO during electronic lodgements. The first setting requires you to select the relevant scenario for the business. That is, who will be submitting reports to the ATO on behalf of this business. The three options available are, as the employer. This option should be selected if there's no external tax or BAS agent lodging submissions to the ATO, and there is only one employing entity set up in the business. The second option is as a registered tax or BAS agent. So this is if an external tax or BAS agent is lodging submissions on behalf of the business, even if there is one or more employing entities set up. The third option, as an intermediary for multiple employing entities. This option should be selected if the employer is lodging all ATO submissions and there is more than one employing entity set up in the business. You'll see the same fields across all three options, with the exception of the tax BAS agent. You'll need to enter the tax agent number if this option is selected. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to enter all ones and we'll save the details down here. A handy feature on this screen also is the ability to copy from business settings. If you click this button, it will populate the business fields from the information previously entered on the business details page. This function can be used regardless of what ATO setting is chosen. On this page, you'll also notice that the ABN field will automatically populate from the business details page, even if the copy from business settings option is not selected. This field cannot be edited. If we scroll back up and go to the Electronic Lodgement tab, this enables the business to lodge STP events to the ATO, as well as employee tax file declarations online directly. Before you enable electronic lodgement within the payroll software, you'll need to contact the ATO and provide them with your software provider and ID information. The software ID is a unique number per business and so should not be shared with anyone else outside of the ATO. It is essential that your connection with the ATO has been established before you enable the electronic lodgement. This will avoid issues with lodgements failing. However, it's important to understand that transitional options relating to STP, that is when migrating over to this payroll system during a financial year, can have huge ramifications if not done properly. We recommend that you contact your payroll provider for instructions relating to your specific scenario. Once the ATO has provided confirmation and the connection has been established, there'll be an option on this page that says Enable Electronic Lodgement. Once you click that, it will launch the STP registration wizard. On completion of that wizard, your electronic lodgement will be enabled and will look like this here. Once the STP registration process is complete and the electronic lodgement is enabled, you'll notice additional sections appear on this screen. You'll see the Business Management Software, or BMS ID. This is the unique ID that's used by the ATO to identify your business. Again, if you have migrated to this payroll system from another payroll system during the financial year, it's highly recommended to look at this article here for your specific scenario as to whether or not you should carry over your previous payroll system's BMS ID. The last field, the Standing Authority Declaration. If this declaration has been completed, you can enter the details of the authority here. It's a taxpayer declaration guide and you should keep a signed paper copy of the declaration on file, but you don't need to attach that form anywhere in this platform. Once it's been completed, You can enter the details here, and you are then able to use the standing authority when lodging pay events that include the same payroll information on a defined schedule. For example, an ongoing fortnightly pay run that includes the same payroll information each pay schedule, where no ad hoc payments are being made, such as bonuses, commissions, back pays, etc. If the payroll information changes for a particular pay run, the agent must request client authority prior to lodging the pay event. Just take note that the Standing Authority Declaration section will only appear if the as a registered tax or BAS agent option has been selected for who will be reporting STP on the other page. So what they're referring to is this option here. To add a standing authority, you just need to click the Add Standing Authority and the following pop-up will appear. You'll need to enter the full name and email address of the person who has provided the standing authority, then enter the date that the written authority was provided and click Save. It's not compulsory for a registered agent to have a standing authority with their client. That is, it's not essential for STP reporting. All this means is that before you lodge a pay event, you'll need to request client authority from within the system. The person appointed to provide the authority will log into the applicable pay event and approve the event. Only after this time will the registered agent have the ability to successfully lodge the pay event. And there you have it, the ATO settings page.